if you're over 50, you probably started to plan and certainly think a lot about when you're going to retire. What are you going to be doing? What's it going to be like? Well, that picture is a lot different now than it was 15, 20 years ago. It used to be at 65, you retired with a full pension. Chances are that you had some money set aside, plans for the trips that you wanted to take, and some activities that you were going to do, because chances are you were going to have about 10, maybe 15 years left. Things have changed dramatically since then with all of the medical advancements and research and the reality that people are caring for themselves better now. Retirement is different. No longer are you finding the majority of people with secure full pensions. A lot of people have a little tucked away in their RSPs, and they're depending on the government for the pensions that are provided there. Those pensions are no longer adequate. So you might have to continue to work if you're in that situation. The other reality is that at 65, 10 years, 15 years, we're looking at more like 30 years as being a potential target. There are so many centenarians now. Just in Canada alone, the age of individuals that are over 90 years old are over 200,000. That is amazing considering Canada is not as large as the United States is. Now, considering we're going to have that period of time left, you have a choice. Are you going to be living that expecting and waiting to die, thinking, why should I bother? Are you going to be wanting to be active? Are you going to be out doing things that you've always wanted to do? Are you going to have to continue working? All of these are really important things to consider. But when you're considering them, the one factor that is true across all of them is that you need to be healthy. You need to be pain-free. You need to be able to be mobile in order to get out and be active or get out and work. In order to do that, you have to learn what the new reality is. You have to learn how to care for yourself and what's going to be involved in doing that. I also had a lady making a comment she commented saying, why would I want to live to 100 by myself? And I'm assuming, much like many people out there, thinking my partner isn't necessarily going to live that long because they're not in that good a shape, or I can't see myself being with that person for that period of time. And that's all good. If you're out there and you're being active, if you're enjoying life, you are going to be out with so many other people, making new friends and potentially finding a new partner. Aging doesn't mean being alone. Aging doesn't necessarily mean being in pain, being stuck at home in a chair. And aging doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be lonely and it's going to be an ugly, sad time. There are so many things that we need to learn now. It's a whole new world about movement, about maintaining our posture and our flexibility, our balance and our strength, and the importance of it, of eating healthy, understanding we don't need as much food as we did before, but eating healthy and having the right supplements. It's also important to keep our brain active and understand that there is a brain-body connection and work along with that, and know that your mindset has so much to do with the quality of aging that you're going to experience. And finally, one of the across-the-board things that I see for both men and women is their self-image, their self-esteem, how they feel about their aging journey. I mean, we're no stranger to the thought or people saying, you know, I feel 50, I feel 40, I feel 30, but when I look in the mirror, I'm shocked at the old person in the mirror. We are measuring ourselves against old standards, and our brain hasn't moved along with it. Our expectations haven't moved along with it. But I will tell you one thing. Your mindset has a lot to do with how you feel about that. The self-talk about being old, the self-talk about over the hill, it actually manifests physically. You're telling your body, you're giving your body instructions. As you begin to work to be younger, work to be more active, work to be vibrant and excited about life, you will find that that is the image that people are picking up on. You are no longer going to dwell as hard on the disconnect that is there. That disconnect is because you have an old idea of what aging is. And I'm hoping to help you in this journey in these 4 areas to adjust that so that you can become more comfortable in the skin that you're now in, the skin that is getting saggy, the skin that is drying out, the skin that is beginning to loosen up and get saggy. You have to live in the skin that you're in the best way that you can. So I hope you come back and you watch what I have to bring, that you learn something. Please, if you are learning, if you are enjoying, subscribe, share it out, invite other people to come along. And I hope to see you again on my next video.